Well, it has been a wild week for news at Regina City Council. As we told you last night, 2 councillors have now filed a lawsuit attempting to force the city's manager to include a motion to end homelessness in the city's preliminary budget. It's a rare move that has shocked just about everyone who pays attention to City Council. And here to unpack what it all means is the CBC's Alexander Kwan. Now, Alexander, this all revolves, of course, around homelessness. So how did this all get started?
So back in June, City Council actually voted to direct city administration to include a full costing of what it would take to end homelessness throughout the city. And that would be included in the 2023 budget. When that document came out this week, it had estimates on how much that process would cost, and it's actually a very significant investment. It's expected that it would require a 22% mill rate increase, which translates to about $487 in additional taxes for the average homeowner. That's actually why city administration did not include it in their recommended budget. They believed it was just too expensive to include in their recommendation. But that triggered Councillor Dan LeBlanc to file a lawsuit on behalf of Councillor Andrew Stevens and another concerned resident. They believe that this is an example of city administration kind of running through the process of what is supposed to actually happen.
Mayor Sandra Masters now did not take this lawsuit very well, Alex. Tell us more about that.
Yes, Masters is normally very agreeable. She's very open to taking as many questions as possible from media, but on Tuesday after council, she only took questions for about 15 minutes before she declared that she was done and left and walked away from the mic. So she's not very happy with this process at all. She's actually described it as disgusting and implied that the lawsuit is somehow sexist. For context, City Manager Nikki Anderson is actually the first city manager who is a woman in Regina's history, and she actually just started the position at the beginning of this month. Masters told media yesterday that Anderson is already receiving harassment because of the lawsuit. Now, in an interview with CBC's Stephanie Lanenegger this morning, Masters doubled down on her comments.
This is an incredibly poor way to treat a brand new employee when 2 of the folks that she reports to decide to sue her, as opposed to actually, if they were so confident that this is the will of council, they should have brought it back to council.
Masters has also said the dispute shocked just about everybody on council, and that she believes the majority of council is actually backing Anderson in this dispute.
All right, so what happens going forward now?
Well, this lawsuit is going to happen very quickly. It's all in the hopes of getting a decision by December 14th, which is when council is set to start finalizing the 2023 budget. Now, LeBlanc has told me that he believes the motion to end homelessness needs to be in the budget because that way it would require councillors to cast a vote on the subject. But in the meantime, council has to continue as normal, even if there is a legal battle brewing in the background.
It is a little awkward. It's like the worst family dinner you've ever been to.
The application is actually set to be heard at the Court of King's Bench on Tuesday. Ethan?
All right, thank you very much, Alexander. That's the CBC's Alexander Kwan in our Regina newsroom tonight.